Hey there, so this is my first non-live video in a while, except for the last one that I made on my channel for the Patreon verse. So this is my second Patreon verse video. This one's inspired strongly by Syrup Midnight Heath, because he recently showed the new series, like complete series of Masters of the Universe and She-Ra and Voltron that came out, and that got me to thinking. I don't have those shows, not really. I got some of the older ones, so I will show those to give you kind of an idea of like he showed off the box sets, the big box sets that came out. I got a couple of those when it comes to She-Ra, but my Masters of the Universe is a little different because it came from one that that's now also out of print. Came from actually surprisingly Mill Creek, and we'll get into that. I'll reverse what he did, and I'll show my Voltron stuff first because there's very little of that. I don't have the new shows, and Heath is inspiring me to want to pick these up. So if you haven't checked out Syrup Midnight's channel, please do so. He's really good. So he mentioned before that there were there was a few Voltron like tin sets that came out, and I have like 2 of them, but there's like 4 or 5 actually in the collection. I can't quite remember how many. So there was this the blue one, kind of this Voltron Blue Lion, which was the first in the set, and then it goes right on over. I thought I had more of these, but I don't think I do. I think I've only got these 2, and I got Red Lion, which is volume 4. Now, just to open up one of these to give you an idea of exactly what it's like on the inside, here is the interior of Voltron, and I can't remember quite what they had feature-wise, or if there's any features on. This was by Media Blasters, who they're the company that put these out. I'm not quite sure if Media Blasters is still around yet. So there is like a disc content right here. So I guess there is some special features. So we got interview with the voice actors, season 3 featurette, Man on the Street, Voltron Memories, a gallery, episode synopsis with original air dates. I guess that's here, and the 5.1 surround sound. These were done back in 2007. There's actually a 2007 Media Blasters catalog included with this release. And because this one has features, I guess we should check the first one and see what features that one has. I want to make this kind of a quick video, guys, because I got to get ready for work tomorrow. I love the artwork on the inside of these. I really do dig the way the interior artwork is done. I'm assuming this one still has, yes, good, still has the booklet. Feature-wise on this one, there's the booklet for here. I got a little bit scrunched. Do we have any features on this one? Let's find out. We do. We have special features, and it is original pilot, the Voltron trilogy, staff interviews, making of the DVDs, episode synopsises, and 5.1 series surround mix. This one here is a 3-disc set, and I think the that other one is a 4-disc set, but interesting anyway. Now, if you go over on Heath's channel, Syrup Midnight, you will see the new sets that have been brought out, which are utterly fantastic looking. Though there are no features on the Voltron set, aside from the film. They put it like a kind of a film to kind of like put the 2 Voltron series together, because there was Voltron has a long storied history, which I won't get into right now. Next up is She-Ra. I'll do She-Ra before HeMan because HeMan's going to take just a tiny bit longer. So when She-Ra originally came out in 3 volumes. I only have 2 of them. There was volume 1, season 1, volume 1. And one of the neat things about this set is it had like a bunch of special features. We're looking at the story of She-Ra Part 1, because like Heath said, there's documentaries that kind of go over with each set. 2 full episode commentaries, full-length animated storyboards with interactive comparisons, detailed profiles, trivia facts. So let's open this one up. All right. So when you open up this one right here, I love the artwork on these. These big sets are actually really cool. And you slide it all open here, and see that? So that's because each one of these sets here came with these two art cards. So they would have like famous artists do them. So this is Humberto Ramirez. Oh, I remember from like from Flash. He did a lot of stuff for the Flash and like Impulse. And this here is done by Dave Johnson, another fantastic artist. Each one of these came with a big like booklet and talked about like detailed synopsis of every one of the episodes with a picture right alongside each, which I think is actually pretty cool. I do enjoy the way that they did these. This one here has the first how many 32 episodes, and the second set has the next 33. So that comprises the first 65 episode season 1. Season 2 was more truncated than that. That's why it's in a different one. Now, as you can see, when I grabbed this one, I kept it closed. So this one is still actually sealed. And the 2 art cards in this one are by Jock and Mike Wieringo. Mike Wieringo is another guy that was that I know from Flash. I used to read a lot of Flash comics, and this has the this has the story of She-Ra Part 2, full episode commentaries by J. Moko Straczynski, hosted by Andy Mangels for episode 39, and just some really cool stuff, trivia, model sheets like DVD-ROM model sheets and stuff like that. Now, aside from that, there was another release called the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas Special, which I thought was pretty fantastic as well. And this is it right here. So this, yes, got its own release with kind of little 2 brand new documentary features on here. The Holiday and Morals, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Heroes and Villains of He-Man and She-Ra, the Masters of the Universe. Combined runtime for these documentaries runs about 6 to 8 minutes long. So pretty cool. There's a music video called I Have the Power. And here it is here. And what's really cool is when they did this one, yes, they did put 2 art cards in this one here as well. One by David Mack and by Phil Jimenez. I think I got his name correct, I hope. David Mack worked on Daredevil and among others, and I remember him from X-Men. So that one got its own booklet. These sets were extremely well put together by BCI, and I wish they weren't out of print or so expensive right now. They are extremely expensive to get. Now, I used to have the He-Man sets, like a few of them anyway, but I don't have them anymore. Now, He-Man BCI sets, there were a few. There was the original He-Man series. There was the New Adventures of He-Man, which has not ever been released again in its complete form on DVD. And there was the He-Man, and there was the He-Man 2000, 2002, 2003. I can't remember. It'll say right here anyway. So these are the 3 He-Man series. This is the He-Man set that came out from Mill Creek. Doesn't look like Mill Creek really does it. And it's pretty damn good quality. So this here is Castle Grayskull. You'll see the different iterations of like He-Man there as well. As you can see, it has He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and the 2002-2004 series as well, with some collectibles in here. So we'll open this up and kind of like look at it and see what's in here. So when you take it out of its box, it's got this big, and this here is like hard. It's not like kind of soft or anything like that. And these were like a limited edition. So this is number 4,419 of 15,000. That's how many were made. And still it's out of print. So that just goes to show you how popular these things are. When you open it up, you immediately see, whoops, you see this great like mural, which I think is really, really cool. And then you see this right here. So let's get into that. First thing is that if you were a He-Man cartoon fan, more than likely you probably at one point or another collected some of the figures, or you've seen them in some of the action sets and stuff like that. So what they did with this is they included an actual replica sword that would fit into an actual He-Man like figure, which I think is actually pretty cool. Now you go past that, and right here you got this He-Man and the Masters of the Universe soundtrack. And it has like 11 tracks on it. We even get like Masters of the Universe, the Spanish version, of the theme song, and the Masters of the Universe alternate version of the theme song. Now you go past that, and you're getting the commemorative collection book, and there's actually a really good episode guide here as well. It's pretty thick, and the way that I got them put, I put the bonus material, the commemorative disc, right on top, so that you know exactly what you got right away. So there's a documentaries here celebrating 30 years of Masters of the Universe. There's He-Man invades the San Diego Comic-Con, the holidays and morals of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Some of these are going to obviously taken from the earlier releases. The heroes and villains of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. The comic book adventures of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Fans of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. The power of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. There are actual video commentaries, not audio commentaries, but actual video commentaries for The Courage of Adam, Lessons, Orko's Garden, and Snake Pit. Those are 2002 series episodes, and there's a PowerCon teaser as well, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. And this is actually mint. It is right here. Now, some people have taken these out and actually, put them into discs and stuff like that. I haven't had any issues with these, so I haven't bothered to, to do that. I'll just take them out now because they were done like in sleeves. So, and with on the back, they would tell you exactly what's on there. So much like the Universal sets, they have like around 10 episodes per disc, and a bonus one. So this one here has the Secret Origins of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Part 1, the Stories of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Part 1 and Part 2. There's 5 complete episode scripts on here, 50 detailed profiles of various characters, creatures, and artifacts, and just some extremely cool stuff. Now that's for season 1. That's just season 1 now. Let's go past that, and we'll go into season 2, because He-Man had 2 seasons. The original series, which was quite long. Maybe I should put these into I'm going to put these into like a case down the road and just keep this here for display purposes. All right, so this is the second He-Man and Masters of the Universe series, and again, like we're running around 10 episodes per one. And also, it'll tell you if there's like an episode commentary on like one of the episodes, because they do carry the commentaries over from the original releases. Again, we get Stories of He-Man and Masters of the Universe, parts 3 and parts 4 is on here, like because that's one of the things that's missing from the new set. The magic of filmation, animating He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. There's 10 complete episode scripts on this one here, and well, that is that for there. I want to keep these in the right order. Next up is the Best of He-Man of the New Adventures of He-Man. And it's a shame because the New Adventures of He-Man is actually a pretty good show that really doesn't get the props that it kind of deserves. And there is the bonus documentary that came with that was Creating the New Adventures of He-Man, and that is included on the second disc right here. And this is don't you just love the kind of look of that? Like I love the new logo. It's actually pretty cool. I was a big fan of this. This is unfortunately only 20 episodes from the series, which is a shame because it would have been nice to have the whole series as opposed to just like a few episodes. But it does have a complete He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the last series on here. That's the worst thing about this thing is like getting these way that it's packaged like disc-wise. When you get down to the last disc, it makes it harder to get out. So I probably should actually switch this around a bit. But I'm just excited like that I actually have these. So again, disc 1 to 4. If there's like a commentary, it lets you know like the beginning, or you can see there's commentaries on each of those episodes and one on lessons. And again, there's bonus material as well. We get interview with the toy line artists from Mattel and the Four Horsemen, scripts for episodes 31 to 34, and a digital comic book of an unproduced 40th episode, because it's like ran like 39 episodes, I think, and the 40th episode was made into a comic book. Anyway, that is my complete He-Man, Masters of the Universe, She-Ra and Voltron's series that I have so far. I'm thinking I at least have to pick up the probably the She-Ra set, because I need that second season, and a Voltron. I definitely need a Voltron set. I don't have all of those. I would never like replace these. Much like Heath, I'll keep the stuff that I got in my collection, and I'll just go from there. So Patreonverse, hopefully you enjoyed this quick kind of like mini collection video. I've actually really enjoyed doing this. This one is going to be on my original Patreon channel. I'm not sure if it's going to be on my actual YouTube channel. We'll see how that goes. But I will see you soon. Have a great evening there. And I am Aaron. This is my movie library. Unfortunately, my movie club isn't here because this is just one of my pre-tape videos that I'm doing kind of off the cuff. Special thanks again to Heath and Cyril at Midnight, because without his video, without him showing off the new stuff, I wouldn't have got the inspiration to go back and look into my old stuff. And I did that primarily because I thought, okay, he's got the real original sets, the really cool ones, but there's that like kind of in-between space where Mill Creek put out their set, and I wanted to show that. I wanted to put that in there as well, put it into the context. So I will see you soon. Tomorrow, my video is Wax Masks by Sergio Stevoletti, and we'll check that out among other wax-related horror films. And I will see you soon.